This is probably the most traditional fastball that you see most players throw. The idea behind it is when we throw this fastball, the rotation of it, we'd like it to be as true as possible, where it actually cuts the wind with 4 seams. All right, another variation of a fastball would be a 2-seam fastball. Right, you can hold it the 2-seam either along these seams right here, or you can even cross the seams this way. Right, so some people will call this a sinker. Some people will just say this is my 2-seam fastball, has a little extra movement on it. But this is a pitch that we want to create some more action with, and we're looking to get more ground balls with this pitch. We'll just kind of go with a traditional 4-seam curveball grip, where you can kind of go ahead and put your fingers along this seam right here and get to the side of the ball. And you want to get your thumb kind of splitting your fingers underneath over here. One of the things I talk about when throwing a curveball, it's nice to kind of get around the pitch a little bit, right? And we want to feel like we're throwing the ball almost in like a C shape with our arm right here to help create that break. Slider now, this pitch we want to have this one be a little bit shorter than our curveballs. Our curveballs usually have more depth to them, more size to them. A slider, we kind of want a nice 6 to 8 inch break where it looks like a fastball coming in and breaks off of a tilt right there. So it's usually a little bit harder pitch. So let's say a guy's throwing 90 miles an hour, your slider is going to be in the 82 to 83 range, where your curveball might be in the 75 to 77 range. Now with the slider, I mean, once again, there's different grips to all this. When I threw my slider, I just went ahead and just used this horseshoe over here, so I felt I can get on the side of the baseball. Now instead of actually turning my wrist around like a curveball would, I'm going to stay on the side of this pitch right here, and I'm going to try to create this type of spin right here. For me, the changeup was a tough pitch for me, right? But for other people, that's their easiest pitch to throw. So a changeup grip, right? This is a traditional kind of changeup grip where you just want to get more fingers on the baseball, right? Be able to get more fingers on the baseball to be able to slow it down a little bit, right? This is kind of a traditional, just like basic changeup grip, and there's obviously variations of this as well, where guys go ahead and take a little bit more of a circle change over here, right, to get the ball a little bit more off the fingertips. Because what they're looking for here when they're throwing this changeup, they want to lead with this index finger right here, and have these fingers kind of lead the baseball as you release it. That way it can kind of have a little bit of a tumbling effect. The forkball, which I don't really have flexibility to do it, guys get really far around the outside of that baseball. You see how wide that split grip is now, right? I can barely even hold on to this, but other guys, like I said, Jose Contreras, I mean, they're out there, this is comfortable for them. And now when they throw this ball, they're not looking for the backspin, they're actually looking for more of a tumbling effect. So the ball kind of has a loose tumble drop effect to it versus a 2-seam where it has the backspin, looks like a 2-seam fastball. So that's where you see the difference. It's almost like a knuckleball, like a hard knuckleball that tumbles is a forkball.